Hi, this is Jody. Welcome back to my channel. And it's glue book time. So I have finished the 4 glue books that I did, like mass production. And I wanted to share them with you. So one thing I wanted to mention is the introduction in my video is kind of new for 2021. New inspiring thoughts of positiveness and doing what we love is very important for our health and mind. So I added that little clip for the beginning of my videos because it just gives you a great positiveness before we get started in our videos. So I just wanted to thank you all for everyone that has subscribed, and hopefully you're enjoying my videos and learning and inspiring to do something on your own. And just know that I started out a year ago, and you know, I made my mistakes and I learned along the way, and I've learned so many wonderful things from other YouTubers. So so let's just get started in taking a look at all of these glue books. So let's take a look at the big long one first. Let me set these up here out of the way so we can have a great view since this one is long. Alright, so this one is a children's book, Who Made God? And I just thought it was just beautiful. Let me get a little bit more room here for opening it up. Okay, so I have Who Made God? And so they're all 3-inch spines that are pamphlet stitched. And then the back, I have left the back the way it is, although I could add a few more adornments, you know, covering up these little labels. I could add something to cover all of this. I may do that before I list it in my Etsy shop, but maybe the new owner would like to do their own thing. So let's take a look. Like I said, this one is pretty long, so I want to try to get it all in frame here. Okay, so what I did is I added a pocket here on this edge so you can tuck something in. And so I used lots of children's books, ledgers. Here's another pocket that I made from an Elvis book. Here's another children's book, large desk calendar pad, and it just had beautiful flowers around it. Another children's book. Now, I took some pages, and of course this is a long book, so I extended some of the pages by taking other pages and then just gluing them together, maybe adding washi tape, other types of, but I think most part I glued them. So this is part of a vintage recipe book, and this is an encyclopedia, children's book, vintage recipe book. Actually, all these books are vintage. Calendars are, you know, like last year's or 80s or 90s or whatever I've collected along the way. But all of these book pages are from vintage books. Here's an atlas, vintage book. Here is a Birds in Bloom page. I just love Birds in Bloom is a great book. It has so many beautiful colors, and they're great for glue books. Here's another pocket. Here's another book. Another pocket. I have these beautiful, huge, giant picture books of you know, images of all around the country. Here's some more pages I glued together. Sewing book, Birds in Bloom book, vintage cookbook, vintage child's book, children's book, calendar, the Elvis book, ledger, encyclopedia, more nature book. Here's some wallpaper for the second signature. Drawing book, a children's drawing book. This is from Reminisce. It's the hardcover book. It's got lots of vintage pictures in it. Children's book. This is a Happy Easter, what do you call it? It's a paper placemat, and then I made a pocket out of it. So I wanted to add lots of pockets because when you're collecting things like in magazines or packaging or, you know, things that you see that you want to add to your glue book, you want to be able to throw them in a pocket to keep, you know, them as storage until you're ready to glue them in. So just lots of wonderful pages. It's a doily. A lot of variety of papers, textures, thicknesses. This is a home improvement magazine page. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss books are really good because they have thick, like cardstock paper. Here is a front page of a wallpaper book. This is, oh, is it Mary Engelbert? I can't remember. Some type of a cookbook, like home book from her. Here is some coloring. I always want to add these in because then it's almost like art where you can color or paint or whatever in these images. So that is fun. Love those. Children's like color book or picture book. To flip down. Here is here's a paper sack that we stamped, and you can, again, keep all of your goodies in there. Another big old pocket. Okay, look at all those beautiful images. Aren't they awesome? Another one that you can color and paint yourself. And I love this one because it's really wide. And then here's the last page, and then the last part has a pocket again to collect things. So there is that one. My furnace was kicking on, so I just wanted to close the door so it doesn't get loud. Okay, next one. I love this one. The Story of the Three Little Pigs. So this is a tall, big book. Again, a fabric spine, 3 inches, did the back. And, you know, they lay flat. I love that. This still has the person's or the child's name in it. Get it up here in frame. Again, we'll go through these. They have almost the same elements in all of them. Now the book is up and down, so I tried making sure the pages were all up and down. There's a little flip out on that one. Calendars, encyclopedia, children's. Here's Birds in Bloom again. Love those. They are excellent for glue books. Elvis, some cardstock. I left this in the middle because you can make it into an envelope or a pocket or just gluing on some more. I have not used one of these yet, although I am going to choose one of these for my own because I have like glued on. I have not glued in a glue book that I've created like this, but I have glued images into another type of a book, like a composition book, where I found like recipes or things that I liked, and I really didn't know that that's what a glue book was So I will take one of these books and I will make it mine, and I will start to collage and create in one of my own. And it's so therapeutic and soothing. It's just so cool to look back at. Lots and lots of beautiful pages. Look at that. I mean, sometimes some of these are too beautiful to cover up, but maybe you want to leave that one plain and collage the edge or add extra to it, or the back side. You know, there's no rules at all when it comes to these glue books. And these are, oh, look at that beautiful butterfly that you can paint and color. Like I said, there is no rule as to what you put in these or anything, or how you set them up. I just like varying the pages, you know, for big and little, and then down smaller. So that's what I aimed for, was, you know, see, like here's a big page, going to a smaller page, you know, then you start going bigger again. And then varying the pages so that you have different depths. So I really love that. And I think glue books, if I would have known there was glue books, you know, I would have found glue books, this junk style glue book. I think I would have started out with this first before actually doing an actual junk journal, because this gives you a little bit of confidence in creating a spine and you know, and being able to do it, you know, freely without, you know, because they're kind of like no judging when it comes to a glue book. Okay, so this one is Animals in Summer. I love this one. I don't know, I might keep this one for myself. Again, 3-inch spine, hand stitched. Left the back, I might put something here because it's National Geographic. Okay, so we'll go through this one. Again, I made a pocket. This is a dimensional pocket here. Isn't this beautiful for just starting for the first page? Love it. Again, almost the same elements. Calendars, ledger paper, book pages, children's pages, encyclopedia pages, how-to pages, sewing pages, cookbook pages. I love this book. I almost did not put this page in because I love the look of this. And it's actually a kind of a book that you wouldn't think would be pretty or nice, but the images in it are just awesome. This one's about you know, their trains and stuff, but it's just an awesome book, and I plan on using that a lot more. So yeah. I spaced out, isn't that pretty, to go with the front of the book. It's like, here's mom, there's baby. Wallpaper. Again, I left lots of space in between because as your book builds up, it's going to, you know, become bulkier. And so I left lots of space in there. Cowboy. Encyclopedia. This is a how-to paint book. This is a poem book. Snoopy book. Here's patterns. Here's Elvis page. Here's a big, giant pattern book that I found. I find all of my stuff, isn't that beautiful, at garage sales and flea markets, thrift stores. I don't buy anything new at all. I'm just really lucky to find all of my stamps and punches and papers all secondhand. I always put, we have a recycle website for our local community, and I always advertise on there, don't throw away your books, I'll come and get them. I'll take your leftover this, leftover that. And, you know, it saves them from going to the trash. And so that's what I do. I am all about recycling. The only thing I don't buy secondhand, of course, is glue. A lot of washi tapes, although I have found some at garage sales and thrift stores. Things like that that, you know, have to be new. I mean, all the way down to even my packages of paper clips and things like that. I find, you know, at thrift stores and wherever I can get them. I went to a sale here at the end of last summer. I just stopped. I didn't know what was going on. I just stopped in there. She had a whole bunch of like office supplies. So I don't know if she had office, you know, had an office or not, but there was lots of new stuff. So that's where I found all of a lot of my paper clips, like book pages, tablets, papers. I found a whole entire box of coin envelopes, the craft style. So, I mean, I love it. Okay, so this is, now, I covered this because this is about coping with when you lose a loved one. So, but I loved this cover. This has kind of like a velvety texture to it, the book. And of course, so I made a nice doily to cover that up. You can add some of your own pictures here or whatever. Again, 3-inch spine on the back. So I did some little collaging of some fabric to cover up this because it did talk about, I think it was like a funeral home or type society, funeral company name and stuff on here. So I did cover that up. Okay, but I thought the book is beautiful and I love the colors. So it's got the beautiful daisies. Okay, so let's look at this one. Again, I made a pocket. This is wallpaper, and we'll keep going. Yeah, this is, it was so much fun making these books because, like I said, these books are kind of like no rules, and you just put the stuff together. Even though, you know, I was careful in my selection of pages, and it took me a while to, you know, go through and find the pages that I wanted, but it was more like, what do I want to say, freestyle. Like I said, I wish I would have done, made a glue book to start out with as practice, you know, to my junk journals, because these are a lot more fun and, you know, like I said, freestyle. Oh, this is a Norman Rockwell book. So it's a huge book and it makes perfect pages in a glue book. This is a giant book of religions. More calendars, book pages. Oh, this is a wildlife book. And the pages are really thick. Here is some pattern paper. So that was kind of cool. I love this. That's that How to Draw book, encyclopedia. So I hope you're liking my videos, and you know, that you're learning something, or I'm inspiring you or giving you, you know, isn't that beautiful? Giving you some inspiration and courage to start something. I don't know how many times I read on some of the Facebook pages that, you know, people like, you know, they're like, you know, they're like, you know, this is my first one, you know, please be nice, you know, and you know, it's okay. It's okay. There's no, you know, there isn't any rules, and you shouldn't. You should create something that you created from your own mind and that makes you feel good. And if somebody else doesn't like it, well, then, you know, it's okay. So, yeah. I just hope that, that's cool. But, you know, I encourage you all to, creating is very good for the mind and the soul. So, anyways, I just hope you like my videos and subscribe, and please share if you would like. And send messages to others that creating is healthy. So, whoops. So I'll be listing these most likely in my Etsy shop after I decide which one I'm going to keep. There's a pocket in the back again here. So those are the 4 journals I created. So hopefully you enjoyed those, and I really loved making these glue books. So they were a lot of fun. So hopefully everyone is having a great day, and have fun. Do what we love, create. Thanks. Bye-bye.